So today we're going to discuss on how I start a new diamond painting. Um, each kit comes with one of these. So if you ever wonder if you've got a kit and you don't think it's going to come with it, they all come with one of these. And then they don't come with these. I do buy extra of these. But I find it easier to keep my beads in order. And then I use this to put the beads in. So you make sure you have all this, your scissors, your beads, and then your little labels. And then this is how, what I do first is I look at the painting right here, and I look at the numbers. And then what I do is I number the paint, I put them on here. And because I do, like on this one, it says D4, which is a dolphin painting I did, because it only used up one row. So therefore, I'm not going to waste these. So I'm going to use them for another painting. So what I do is I name my painting, like I'm doing, this one's a cat painting. So right up here, I'll just write cat. Okay, and then I'll look up this and I'll go A1. And then, because they all say A on them. So this one's A11, but I will put them all in order. But we do this first. We do, you do cat A2. And sometimes you will need to make more of these. Because some of them, let's see. Oh, maybe not on this one. Well, yeah, like A1 right here. Like, for instance, I'll show you guys. So, before I finish, normally I write them all on here first. Normally I would write everything on here first, which I did the A1. But you're going to see what I'm going to show you now is, alright, so I'll take the sticker for A1. Take the sticker. Make sure you put it on the right side that opens. So right here, you make sure it opens and it closes good enough. Then you take it and you'll place the sticker on it. Then you'll take this and you take your scissors and obviously, you cut the top off. And I'm going to open two of these just because I know, or I'm pretty sure, you see this, it's got a lot of beads. So it might not fill up just one, it might fill up two of those. So we just put a little bit in here. And then we, put the rest of them aside. And then we take this, and sometimes I use this because it will help you. And you just do this. You just pour it in here. So now, that one we can put a tiny bit more in. I'm just going to do it this way. So that one is full. But you see, now we still have a lot more beads. So what you do is you pour the beads in here. I do it both ways. So now that one's full, and we still have more beads, and we have one stuck on here. So we're gonna pour the rest on here. We're gonna open this one, and that sometimes this can be time consuming, but it makes it easier for you to do diamond paintings. Well, or at least for me it does. It just makes it a lot more organized. And then we'll fill this one up. And then, of course, the beads that we dropped in here, we're going to get them all together and pour them in here, and then we're going to pour them in here. And then we're going to close it. Well, now you see we have filled up 2.5. So what you do is, yes, you're going to write all your other numbers down first, but if there is an extra A or an extra 1, you know, so you write cat A1 and another cat A1. And then you do as you did with the first one. You take it off and you put it on there. So you are going to have at times, you are going to have times where a color is going to take up more than one. Sometimes they take up a whole row or a row and a half, because sometimes these, it's only one A10 and A11, but sometimes you'll have a row that says 3 bags of A10. It depends on the painting that you're doing. So then now we have A2. I am going to cut a couple of these just so it makes it a lot easier. And it also makes it go quicker if you cut the bags first. We'll just cut a couple of these. There we go. So now we'll put them in order. So this is A5, A4, A2, and this is A3. So we'll move them around. So now we have A2. So we have a spot, if I can get the sticker off, and we'll put it here. So now we take this one, which is, we double check it, and it says A2. Now right here it says A2, so we're going to open it, and then we take it and we cut the bag. Oops, we try not to lose the beads. Every now and again you will lose beads. I'm not going to say you don't. I have trouble. Sometimes I spill them. I swear at them. And, but majority of the time, they're pretty good. So that's how you do that one. I'm so used to it, I do it that way. But I recommend using one of these, though, if you're new at it. And then, maybe this underneath it. But these you do have to purchase separately. They do not come with a repainting. They do come with a little tray, if you can see it. They do come with these little trays. Every painting comes with a little tray, a pen, the cement, and it comes with the different types of tops. Okay, but and then we take it and we put this back in here. And then we take out another row. And then you just, so then we have another row. So we just did A2. So we're going to write on here. We'll do cat A3, cat A4, cat A5, and then so on and so forth, and you'll just keep on doing this. I find it easier to write them all down before you start. I just wanted to show you where a couple of them might take up extra, which you'll have to go and make another one for that, another sticker for that particular one. But I find, everyone has their own way of doing it. But I find this to be the easiest way for me to do it. You might find it a different way. But, it's always trial and error with everything. But, all right, so this one stops. This one only has 11 colors. So, and it doesn't always have to be colors that it has. Well, it's all colors, obviously. But this is what mine looks like. They're not always letters. Sometimes there's shapes, and there's all different ways of them doing it. Like my A1's a circle, and then you have a P, and then an equal sign, a plus sign. You have all different ones. And that's how that, But if you look here, the numbers coincide with the A1, A2, A3, and so on and so forth. So that's how I do it. I'm going to show you guys a few more. As long as I can open it. So now we're going to do, we'll put the A3 on here. And then we're going to take A3, which you see there's only a tiny bit. So, which means we're only going to fill up the one. It probably won't even fill up the whole thing. But we'll see. So, there we go. There's that one. Now we're going to do A4. And I try to have everything organized and have everything set up and ready to go when I go, excuse me, I didn't mean to cough. When I go to do this, I try to make sure I have everything I need so I'm not running around going, hey, where's this, where's that, where's this? I try to have it all organized and where it needs to go. And then we just do this one. This isn't going to be a very long video, but it can take a while depending on how many numbers you have. Most paintings, this is the only one I've seen with 11 different colors. Normally there's 25 or more different colors you have to use. So it's very surprising to see one only have 11 different colors. It's very unusual. This one was bought for me for Christmas from my son and his girlfriend. So, and then we do A6. And then again, we take these because they're together. You can rip them, but I find cutting them is so much easier than doing that. So, might as well just cut the rest. Oh, now A10 might need to have a, 2 extra. So, let's see. We'll do so we're on 6. Where's number 6? So we have 6, 7, 8. Number 9 might, actually number 9's probably going to have 2 too. And then, need an extra sticker in an extra place. So let's we'll do 6. I'm going to just do all these and that way I can show you how to do it. Every now and again, like I just did, I lost a bead. But it happens. Try not to. Try to get all the beads out. You end up with extra beads anyways. And what you can do with the extra beads is this special glue you can buy. You buy a special glue and you can use those beads on, anything. You can dazzle up anything you would like to dazzle up. And go from there. I have plenty of leftover beads. And sometimes you can use those colors in case, say, you're doing one painting and you screw up. And you lose a lot of beads and you don't end up, not having enough beads. You can go through the colors of the other paintings that you've done and see if it matches. And if it does, you can do that. You can use that color. That's the other reason I like to save my beads as well. So there's number 7. Now we're going to do number 8. Oops, come on. See, sometimes they don't want to open up. But like I said, my channel is going to show you the good and bad and the ugly on how to do diamond painting in certain crafts, I'm not going to edit things out. I'm not going to do that. It's, I'm going to show you the real way to do it and how real life really works. you know, with it. Because, you know, not everything's peachy clean, you know. So, but I do hope you guys enjoy these videos. I'm going to try to keep doing them. If there's enough interest in them, I'll keep doing them. Which I hope there is. So now we have number 10. Hold on one second. Let's try to open this one. Are we not going to open? Alright, here we go. I got it. Alright, so now we're going to do number 10, which I definitely know is going to fill up 1. There's 1. And this is why I don't... Oops, sorry guys, I just dropped my phone. Dropped the camera, sorry. That was my bad. Sorry. I dropped some beads too. But we'll deal with them after. Did not mean to do that. I am very, very sorry. So this is why I don't put these all right away on here. Like, I don't just automatically put them all on here right away. I do it as I go with the numbers. I don't hastily go and put, okay, I'm going to put A7, 8, 9, and then go from there, you know. And actually, I put the wrong number on this one, so see what I mean? You mess up sometimes. I put number 10, it's actually number 9. So, that's why you have whiteout. I accidentally wrote number 10 on this. So, and it was actually number 9. Because number 10 is right here. So, you know, this is what I mean. Sometimes you mess up, sometimes you don't. That was a mess up on my behalf, and I fixed it. It's really quick, easy fix. I mean, if you don't have whiteout, you can always use another one of these. They come with plenty. There actually is another one that they come with. There's another kind they come with. A lot of paintings will come with. But this might actually fill up too. So hold on. This one might actually fill up these two. So let me get that there. But like I said, sometimes you mess up, and I'm not going to edit that out because, hey, it happens. So, and then we pick them up. We pick up the ones we drop and we put them in. Oops, sometimes they don't all get off your finger. So I was wrong. That one only filled up 1. So now this is number 11. All right. So now we have our last. Now we have our last one. All right. Now that's trash. Now we have number 11, which is our last color. It's a really pretty color. And then that's all you do. And then now you have it all in order. You have from 1 to 11. All in order. So now you go. Now you're ready to start your diamond painting. And that's when you come and you pull this out. And you decide where you want to start from. You know. You decide where you want to start it from and what colors you want to work on. And that's all you do. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you very much for seeing my channel.